Hi guys, it's Earth Angel back. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are fine. You know, that inner freedom is divine. So, I don't know, maybe you guys have a question in mind, or a person. Wow, this will give you some type of insight in that question or that person. So maybe you talking about a man. Are you interested in a woman? You may just be interested in yourself. Whatever it is, my child, whatever it is, you are blessed. Let's see what these cards got to say today. This will be for all people. Everybody's equal. I don't do like signs specifically. I just channel the messages from the universal energies that you know, that bring me to be in you to be a god and a goddess. Okay, so let's see what's making us whole for today. I'm probably only gonna pick a few cards, whatever comes out the deck. I'm not gonna be too picky about it. It's cold out here. Be too picky about you know, what kind of setup I'm gonna do. So these cards will also let us know what type of chakra that needs to be open or worked on. Okay, and this will also bring some awareness to the wisdom that is held in these cards. All right, so let the spirit be the purpose to the highest good of all. Maybe some of you feel like a hermit. Maybe because I have 2 9s here that just popped up like that. So maybe you feel like Agnes, burdened. You feel depressed, like a hermit. You know, you're isolating yourself from the outside world because of situations you're going through. You need to put that self-love back in yourself. If you're cooped up in your room, get out those 4 walls and come outside in nature. Plant your feet on the floor, on the dirt, and let Mother Gaia do her work. Okay? So, as we become mature, getting older and getting older, we become more attuned into our abilities and our limitations and what blocks us and what spiritually guides us. Okay, so when we become more attuned to ourselves, we become more attuned into our purpose in life. We're not all here to do the same thing. There's different stages to this shit and levels to this shit, and you know, we all are here not to do the same thing. Okay, so let's work on these chakras today. Spirit, what chakras need to be worked on, or what needs to be brought to our attention, or what would you like us to move forward understanding today? And we all go through life. We all go through shit. We all go through happy times, sad times, joyful times, miserable times, Agnes times, depression times, stress times, laugh times, you know, all those times. So let's see what it has for us today. I think that's enough. And I'm probably going to use my other deck on this one if it's going to concern chakras, okay? The Empress and the Seven of Cups. So maybe some of you guys are feeling abundant, or you feel abundance coming. Or you're really taking care of yourself. You know, you're really taking care of yourself, your state of being, your environment. You know, you're so into your inner and outer worlds that you're in tune from the heavenly, from the heaven dimensions. You're also very in tune with your inner and outer worlds, especially. The Magician. Well, I'm not going to take all these because, let me see, how does this work? Oh my God. Are you serious? All these? I'm not going to take those. But I am going to say that whoever's manifesting, whoever's feeling this energy of the Hermit, whoever's feeling this energy of this Empress, you're in tune to how can you say it? You're in tune to, you know, who you are and what you want in life. And when I see this Empress and all the animals around her, she's very abundant, okay? And as I look and see her abundant, she's like mother. She's a mother. She can be the mother of everything, okay? But the Seven of Cups is like forcing you to dig deeper within you, to do some soul work, okay? As you do this soul work, you have the Hermit here. And the Hermit is, you know, basically giving you an lantern in that light because you're doing your inner work, okay? When you do your inner work, you, how can you say it? You appreciate the simple things. And, you know, she's already abundant sitting on her thorn, and so she's just like waiting for her king to come and, you know, sweep her off her feet. But when you, sometimes we can withdraw ourselves from people and situations, okay? And we can experience feelings of separation, you know, because she is enjoying herself. But as the Seven comes along, it's like soul work. You got to do some soul work. You have to experience this separation and this Hermit, okay? Because if you feel disconnected and isolated at this moment, it calls out for you to stop being so distracted in your mind and your desires, and to start stop draining your energy, you know, because attachments can be ideas, okay, things, people, but we have to understand that knowing thyself is something that we go into to find out in the deepest part of who we are, okay? And when you do that, you come to an inner self of understanding, being wise, being gentle, you know, being very in tune with, you know, who you are as you do some shadow work or any type of work. And when you do this, you know, you're birthing this new idea. You're birthing this new idea of life. That's why this Seven of Cups is here, to tell you to do some soul work, so you can start creating and birthing this motherhood, this nurturing and thoroughly world that, you know, is colorful and you know, living in harmony, um, being responsible and to keep clear of what you cycle, um, because you're magic. Each person has magic in them, okay? And so we all can create our reality and manifest anything. That's why the seven is here telling us to do some soul work. And when we do our soul work, we have the abundance of motherhood and passion and the enthusiasm that's within us to be co-creators, okay? And so when you feel like when you feel like when you feel like a spiritual understanding with this hermit, take one step out of the darkness, because the light is shining. And so that's why it's coming out of the shadow work, because the shadow work comes before coming out of the dark. And so it brings you to a time to search for answers in that dark moment. And the number 9 is completion, and so it's a breakthrough, and it's also brings us who you are spiritually, and bring you your spiritual wisdom. And seeking this guidance when you go within, your guidance through dreams, angels, visions, spiritual guides and teachers. It's a countless story of a hero on his own quest of meaning. And so when you have your self-respect, your sympathy, appreciation, the hermit also is teaching you that understanding self-love and living it inside and outside of yourself, because the outside world is a great teacher, strengthening your conscience from doing the soul work. Okay, the fact that the hermit has a lantern that shines his light into your heart and spiritual being, at the end of the journey, it always returns back to yourself because of your soul work. In the darkest times, question your life, okay? Because being isolated and your heart being unfulfilled will give you emotional reactions of empty spaces in your side of your heart, your body. And so sometimes doing drugs, drinking, eating, watching too much TV can be a dullance into making yourself hold back from your true calling. So if you really have dreams and hopes in your future, you should really just take that time and do some soul work, because sometimes it could be emotional, overwhelming, and become overwhelming. But the tension between your higher self and your ego is a struggle with priorities and your spirit and matter. So choices in life is become overwhelming, but that's if you ignore doing that soul work, okay? And so I'm sorry, I'm sick still. So straying from opportunities that's going to make you the best of who you are can bring you divine wisdom that connects with the universal Empress. And so that's why she's there. Okay, she's there because she did some inner work, did her some outer balance of inner and outer work values. Also continuing patterns of subconscious. This is like a present position, and this is like from the higher self, reevaluating. When you're doing your soul work, you're reevaluating your values, your beliefs, discover soul purpose in that time of being in that hermit mode. Unsupportive beliefs and patterns, engage in your inner world, aligning with your universal laws and transmutation energies. And so, if you see that you are straying, you need to bring yourself back in center and reconnect to your heart when it's unhappy, so you can get through these hard times, okay? So, the hermit is, just having that light, that lantern that shines through the 6 pointed stars. And so when this happens, it's a time to review the opportunities of your inner self wisdom and seeking that guidance, okay? So your vision on a quest is reflecting your spiritual beliefs. Also, I'm getting your spiritual beliefs because we have the dove in this. We have an owl here. Okay, and so this symbolizes wisdom. Wisdom, energies from the subconscious to conscious, as above, so below. Okay, this is also water representing the inside of the whole hermit, because he's standing on water. And so, the edge of the cliff is holding, but he's holding his lamp steady so he can be guided through this spiritual journey. And so he stands, symbolizing his wisdom when he goes within and balancing his inner and outer world. Once you do that, then you'll have a more better understanding of why you came here to be the Empress. So the Empress, she's abundant. She has everything going for herself. She just needs her Emperor to come and sweep off her feet. She has the feminine, masculine aspects of her in her actions and her deeds, also in her instincts. Because as she does her shadow work, coming out the hermit mode, she has a passion of heart and desires. And the green always symbolizes healing, love, and creation. There is 3, and this is like manifestation, new beginnings. The higher priestess, the feminine aspects, the conscience, the emotions, the instincts, and balancing and combining them together becomes, balance, bringing forth new ideas, new memories, new worlds, new creations. And so, once you nurture yourself, give you that self-love, do that inner work, and honor yourself, heal yourself, and energize yourself with that spiraling spiral of the universe, then you become a creator of this world. And so, when you have a planetary Earth of galaxies, you become, a Venus of, any planet. Any man's going to want you. You're going to be sexy and hot, You're going to have all the wisdom of, each 12 zodiac signs. You got the wisdom. You got the heart of love, compassion. On top of all that, you are what God made you to be. And, and that's probably a dream to some people, but on the horizon, when you do your inner work, come out to that hermit mode and you become that Empress, you have that waxing of that moon cycle and south cycle of symbolizing one's harvest of one's own, And so it gives you clarity, maturity, spiritual maturity, wisdom maturity. And so this is like wishing on a star. So Venus wishing on a star, I'll find out where you are. And sorry, that's my cat. And so the Empress is also associated with the 5th chakra. And the throat is speaking the truth and associated with the Empress, okay? Also, this can symbolize emotions and passions, imagination, and also love and art, love for art and music, okay? She sends knowledge from past experience that we have learned. She gives the world her motherly love. Also, she acknowledges that we learn from our past experiences, but they don't define us. We just become stronger in becoming who we need to be each day that we go through something differently. Okay, so I'm also saying that, she's a triple goddess. She has clarity and strength, and feminine beauty is all up in her, and she don't need to have makeup on, and she's still beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, just know that, magically, the night sky can't shine the darkness. The stars can't shine without darkness. So you need darkness in order for the stars to shine and grow and be on the horizon of the full moons. The growth in creating her own stability, fullness, and creating her own imagination, bringing her world to the world, is one of the most dedicated thing that she can do for her environment, and she's just there to help and bring joy to your community. And when God is ready, she will bring somebody into your life that will help add to this, not take and just lift up that love from Mother Earth. Okay, that's what I have for you guys today. Okay, so do some inner soul work, come out as the hermit. You have a light that shines on the Empress, who you are, and your kink is coming, and that's all I have to worry about. In the divine timing, it will come. So, keep on giving yourself self-love, self-appreciation, self-confidence, love, okay? Because I love you, God loves you, and everybody else loves you. So, see you guys next time. Peace, love, and light. Bye, guys.